So welcome back, everyone. I know it followed me home as some of your guys's favorites. Um, Maybe some of you guys hate it, but you're probably not watching it if you do. So for you guys that do enjoy it, it was a very big week and a half or so. There's lots of stuff on the bench here. Most of it from one person. You know who you are if you're watching this. So let's get through the eBay finds first, and then we'll get to the real good stuff. So I was cruising eBay like I usually do. I was actually sitting with my daughter, getting her to fall asleep, and this was ending, and it was still low, so I threw out a low ball offer and ended up winning it. It is a rafter, as you can see, rafting pattern. It looks like it's in really good condition, with the exception that someone welded their initials on the side of it. I did take a file and just kind of test, so it does look like this is going to be able to be like filed off fairly easy. So I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's like any hardened welding rod or anything like that. So it should either come off with the file, or maybe I'll probably use the angle grinder, honestly. But the flap disc just kind of smooth it out. Yeah, nice rafting pattern. I think it's roughly 4 pounds, 11.2 ounces, so almost 5 pounds. So it's pretty good. Heavier one. It's pretty cool. And I think, if you look here, it might be a plum. The stamping looks kind of weird here, so there's definitely looks like there could be some stamping under there. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we clean it up. So that'll be a fun one. I don't really need another rafter, but it was, like I said, I threw a low ball price out there. I ended up being the highest bidder, so can't complain about that. And then, same deal with this one. It was a buy it now. I think I threw out an offer and they accepted it. So I got it. It is a plum Connecticut pattern. Looks like they gave it a Evapo-Rust bath. That's all right. Not my favorite, but we can sand it out, get these little pitting marks or still rust marks off. Overall, it doesn't really look like there's much pitting. It's kind of just like some rust that didn't come off with the whatever rust remover bath they gave it. The plum stamp is a little faint, so I'll definitely have to be careful about that. But it's a square box, so it's an older one, which is pretty cool. And you probably noticed it already. It's got the star stamp, so that's a pretty neat one. It definitely has got some toe jam, but I think I'll be able to even it out and kind of, there's lots of life left in this bit. So that's one of the nice things about plums. They hardened it so far back. So lots of life left in it. So yeah, that's a neat one. Now, for a lot of the good stuff. I mean, that's good stuff too, but we'll start here. Start in front here. So these 4 axes were actually what I received in trade from the Mike Normandy trade. So if you guys watched the video of me boxing up the axe trade, that was what went to Mike. And I was not expecting to get this much back in return. He was super generous. So he knows I'm a Craftsman guy. So he tossed in this Boys axe, this is a Boys axe that I don't have a stamp of, so that's really cool. It's a nice clean stamp too. The head's nice and smooth. A little bit of patina on it, but it looks like he cleaned it up with maybe a Scotch-Brite pad or something. I really like the handle on it. It is very warped, but that's one that I'll probably try to pull and hang on to if I ever actually get around to building a steam bending machine. That's one that I might be able to sort out with that. because the handle feels great. At the very least, it'll make a good template for something. And it is I believe it's a Craftsman, original Craftsman handle. You can see faintly some of the markings in there. It's a little hard. Maybe it was a hardware store replacement, but I think it was a Craftsman original. So super cool. Love that. We'll save this for last. Then another just bonus surprise gift ask that he sent me is this right here, Gamble's Artisan Cruiser. Like, come on, man, that's that's huge. That's like hugely kind. It looks like the handle that it's on. I think this is the handle that Mike got it on. It looks like it's a shaved down. Might have been a shaved down double bit just with how thick it is, or it's just a very thick cruiser handle. I love the color on it though. It looks super cool. You can see it is stamped. The genuine 2-2. Super, super nice. I've got a couple other Gamble's heads, and I really like them. So, yeah, it's a really cool one to add to the collection. Very, very happy about that. Especially because I wasn't expecting it. It's just super generous. And I did know I was going to be getting this one. So it was that World's Finest stamp that I like. It collects a lot of those. Just got that Pulaski from Ryan at Linehead Restorations that has that same, World's Finest. And this is also a cruiser, 2-2. Bits have some character on it and stuff. It's just a super cool head. Hang feels nice and tight too. This is a vintage handle. It's kind of cool. It says Hillbilly on it. I've never heard of that handle brand, but I like it. I don't know if this is technically a varnish or a lacquer on it, but it almost feels like it's just so many coats of oil that's super smooth. It's like glassy finish almost. The wood on the handle looks interesting too. It's nice. I like it. It's nice and straight too. See that? Real straight. On the reverse side, it's got the True Temper stamp. There is no metal cross wedge here, or step wedge, which is good. Looks like the whatever they wedged it with might be a little lacking, but you can always rehang that if needed. But I really like this old handle that's on. So, Mike, thank you. It's super cool. Yeah, how do you not like a Kelly World's Finest? That's awesome. All right, and then the one that he had actually initially reached out to me because he knows I like plums. He came across this one. This is a plum 5-pound Dayton, big one. Some of the original foil label on it, super cool. Look at how clean that pole is. It's from the Permabond era. As you can see there, original handle. I don't know if that's how much you paid for it, Mike, but if you did, that's a hell of a find. Super, super cool. Got some of the original warning label on it too. Nice, I believe 36-inch handle. Let me measure here quick. It's got to be 36 with how heavy that head is. 35. So it was probably originally a 36 before they hung it. But super, super nice. Very original, big, heavy Dayton to add to the collection. So that thing is just massive, Super cool axe. A little bit of rusting, a little bit of patina. but a lot of original paint in there too. The handle is nice and straight too. Let's see. So long I gotta back you guys up. Look at that. Nice and straight. Super excited to have this one in the collection. So Mike, really appreciate the trade. I know we'll trade more in the future. I really appreciate everything you sent. You really went above and beyond. That's a lot more than I was expecting. You know, a bonus cruiser and a bonus Boys X. That's hugely generous. So, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for all the new stuff that followed me home. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more projects. And take care.